Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever press briefing of Dhaka Residential Model UN Conference 2020. I am Ahmed Kabishaya, the Chief of Press, and along with me I have Sabit, and we, along with the correspondents of international press, bring you the first press briefing from day one here at DRMC. So we have 9 correspondents, each of them will be given time to brief with these point to be noted. Not all of them is the same. So first up, we will have 9 for the correspondent of Alger. Your
The correspondent of Al Jazeera observed the United Nations Security Council on the day one of the MUN. The committee session was discussing about the agenda of the enacting solutions on the Israel-Palestine conflict. The committee session had intense debates, board accusations, controversial statements, and many other claims made by several delegates. In the committee session was started by the delegate of Israel. The delegate of Israel urged the committee to find a peaceful solution to the conflict because it was the country that was suffering from it. Followed by the delegate of UK and China, both of them seconded their opinion. Afterwards, the delegate of Palestine refused that and demanded the territory of West Bank, and things started to spiral out of control since then. And the agenda was pushed aside, and the focus of the committee was changed to the Hamas-Israel fighting and the West Jerusalem issue. Many discussions were made, but no delegate or group came to a common ground, and no blocks were formed indefinitely. So, in hopes of finding a peaceful solution and pushing aside the sentiments of the delegates of other countries, we must hope for a solution to be found.
review of the four rules, the correspondent of your 90-second time now.
Being the agenda, the correspondent of New York Times observed in the World Health Organization Committee that the delegates will focus on talking about the respective countries' vaccination and immunization program and urged the global cooperation in involving the spread of vaccine-preventable disease. Canada being the first speaker started on this topic, and almost every delegate had to talk on this topic. They entertained another topic, another subtopic on this agenda of key factors which have resulted in declined access to and procurement of immunization for BPs, which was a bit of lengthy and broad topic, and they did not come to a common ground on that topic. So the delegate that the correspondent hopes that in upcoming sessions they will come to a common ground and come with some new topics relevant to the agenda and come up with a fruitful contribution. That's all.
Thank you so much. Now, we move to the point followed by right?
The correspondent of Reuters observed the ECOFIN committee on the first day of the conference. The agenda of ECOFIN is discussing the normalization of cryptocurrency in the world's economy. And the committee consisted of 37 delegates in total. The roll call was followed by the motion to start the GSL by the delegate of the Kingdom, and the speakers in the general speakers list were Canada, Malaysia, Korea, Ireland, France, New Zealand, Turkey, Ghana, Portugal, United Kingdom, Germany, USA, China, Italy, Switzerland, Peru, and Australia, who made their stances clear in their speeches, but some were unknowingly being contradictory to their country policies. During the unmod sessions, this correspondent observed that there were mainly two blocks, which were led by delegates of Egypt and Germany, respectively. The first moderating caucus topic was proposed by the delegate of Switzerland, which was concerns of traditional financial system, where the delegates of Malaysia, Ireland, Egypt, USA, Canada, France, Turkey, Germany, Finland, Bangladesh, and China further gave their say on their preference between the cryptocurrency and the traditional financial system. That's all.
Thank you so much. The next
This correspondent of AFP went to the UN NIC program committee where there was a formal debate on find the solution on sustainable economic growth and productive employment in the post-pandemic world. The session started with the ROP conducted by the EBC and then followed by a GSF list. Delegates of Sweden, Bangladesh, Finland, UK, and France were the most vocal delegates throughout all the sessions. This correspondent observed in the unmarked session that there was mainly one block led by the delegate of Sweden and Finland. There were two modes raised in the motion, which were passed by the committee. One of the modes were addressing the global unemployment crisis in the context of the post-pandemic state. Uh, the delegate of Bangladesh questioned Finland about their women facing gender discrimination at work. And the delegate of Sweden also questioned Bangladesh about the incapability of providing employment to its own qualified people. This correspondent believed on the second of the conference, all the delegates will try to look for specific solutions. That's all for me.
Thank you so much.
The correspondent observed UNHCR, which their agenda was addressing human rights concerns under the Taliban regime. The USA started the session by opening a GSL in which Russia and China actively participated. USA blamed the Taliban for endangering women, not finding sufficient rights, stating that Taliban breached rights but demanded a non-military intervention and a recognition. On the other hand, the China and Russia faced the Taliban same. Afghanistan said that they would ban all export causing much heat between Afghanistan and Norway. That will be.
Thank you, BBC. We will now move to Xinhua News Agency. Your 90 seconds time starts now. You may start.
As correspondent observed the committee session of United Nations Security Council on the first day. The delegates were supposed to discuss on the agenda about the solutions of the Israel-Palestine conflict to be continued. But mostly they just blamed Palestine. Mostly they just blamed Israel for it. Palestine started the session with questioning why they cannot have the 100% of their own land. And afterwards, Canada also agreed with it and said that it is a rightful place for Palestine to own their own land, and only proper negotiation can lead to a proper solution to this problem. Germany, however, believes that the fear of Israelis losing the land where they belong is the main reason of conflict to be still continued, and the Germany proposes to other nations to recognize Palestine as a legitimate country. Egypt says that Israel is forcing the Palestinians and killing innocent Muslims. That means they are like violating human rules. Israel, however, states that the takeover of West Bank was like their war of self-defense. USA, Russia, China, the UK, and the German delegates believe in the two-state solution. However, the United Arab Emirates, Canada, believes in international support negotiations.
We move to time from India. 90-second time starts now.
Correspondent of Times India with the conduct of direct. On the first day of DRMC MUN 2020, Iran raised a motion for an unmod for 10 minutes, and North Korea and Iran tries to say that UN is against AUKUS as it's a threat to the world and violates anything. Russia also believes that AUKUS can cause destruction to the Indo-Pacific region, but USA states that AUKUS is not threat. In the model, North Korea says that NPT is already a 40 treaty and AUKUS is not violating it. North Korea In this station, North Korea, Iran, and USA were the most active participants. They, uh, and the conference was mostly stuck about the AUKUS being being the right thing or the being violating NPT or not. That's all.
Thank you so much. Now, correspondent of box 96 is time.
You observe the World Health Organization on the first. The agenda was improvising access to information and halting the spread of vaccine. In the committee session, the delegates of Norway, Canada, and Belgium seemingly have the African nations were the most quiet in the committee session, although holding the most concerns.
Thank you so much. We move to CNN. Whenever you're ready.
This correspondent was stationed at United Nations Human Rights Council conference room. CNN noticed that USA being the first speaker in the GSL session, USA claimed to have ended all wars and restoring peace. However, Russia reproaches USA that why did not USA do that 10 years back when the people were suffering? However, USA mentions that they had been trying to maintain peace for decades. Afterwards, Russia reproaches Taliban of earning their biggest income through a drug that intoxicates people, namely opium. Taliban ensures that they would transform the opium fields to other fields of purpose, although they have not given any proof of their decisions. During the mod, the committee discussed about the violation of women's rights, where every nation was at the forefront of enacting solutions to the violation of women's rights that were caused by the Taliban regime. That's all.
Thank you. That all 9 correspondents were present, unfortunately associated with club. So that's pretty much it for the press. Did we cover your committee? Are you a delegate attending Dhaka Residential Model College Model Relations Conference? Post a comment and let us know if we gave you a shout out. Until the next delivery coming from international press, we sign out. Bye bye.